Robin of Locksley survived the burning sands of faraway lands as he served his role in the unforgiving Crusades. He emerged unscathed from deadly skirmishes just to become an exile and face mightier enemies in his own home country. After his previous hideout in Silwich, which was razed to the ground, the forests of Sherwood granted refuge to him and his retinue, while its new rulers threatened all. King Richard the Lionheart's untimely demise plunged England into chaos and left roving bands and their petty warlords free to fight amongst themselves for territory and influence. The Sheriff of Nottingham, a murderer and usurper, exploiting the pervasive lawlessness, pillages one area after another, increasing his power and leaving the poor residents of Sherwood at the mercy of wild fate.
Damn, quite the intro and very smooth right from the cutscene straight into the gameplay. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to Sherwood Forest in Robin Hood Sherwood Builders Bandit's Trail. This is our first look at a brand new updated prologue for a game coming soon to Steam. This prologue, which is kind of like an extended demo, will be available on August 9th, 2023, and features a massive open world, tons of combat, of course, with Robin Hood being both skilled with the, blade and also bow. It's going to be a lot of fun, and of course, it has a lot of building too. Last time we played this, we did get into a lot of combat with bears and fighting what I thought was the Sheriff of Nottingham, but turns out to be maybe more of an imposter. We have access now to dynamic combat and precise combat, one locking us into combat against particular enemies, and the other being a little bit more free and open, but we can change that at any time. We'll go for precise today, and we'll also play on the rogue level. There's also outlaw and legend difficulty for those of you who really want to challenge, although this is an unfinished, game and also an incomplete prologue where I'm sure there's going to be more in the future. We took a look at this game about what seems to be 2 years ago on the channel, and things have changed. In fact, if we take a look at the map for this game, we see where Robin's village is. It seems to be a little bit different than the last time, more on an island now, but lots and lots of deer and stuff all around. And if we scroll out, you can see how big this game actually is. There's some nearby towns and villages, but if we go all the way out, we can see that there's much more to it than what we see so far, including many other locations to kind of like main locations, not just little side towns, but there's actual massive castles and encampments, and a final battle with the sheriff as well. I can remember, again, fighting him in like a battlefield, going through a battlefield, then going to a ruined castle and battling it out. So looks like there's several different lords possibly to team up with, so we could possibly sway the influence that way. But starting in the upper right corner, the map's pretty neat. Of course, we can also build our village, our hideout, if you will, and build things like, for example, farms and forges and weaponsmiths and maybe even hunting tents to keep our people fed and strong. And we can also do things like mining, make our own weapons, and it's pretty damn good looking. I've got to say, of all the games that I've seen for this year, this one's not too bad. And again, a free prologue, kind of hard to judge so far because there is a lot of fun in this one. And lots of abilities too. We can even turn on a little lantern that we've got on our side there. We got abilities to slow down time and do more things with combat. In fact, going back to the menu I just showed, check out how awesome the UI is. It looks really nice. That's all I'm going to say. And of course, we start with a few items here, a sword, and our goal will eventually be to make our own bow and go hunting shortly. We also have ways to track all the different quests, main quests, side quests, tutorials, letters, other lore, things like that. We also have a really big tech tree, a way to unlock a lot of passive abilities, things for the town, I'm assuming. Also raising our maximum health and stamina and whatnot. And also the map, of course, looking pretty good too. But not to mention the different abilities to be offensive. Not only just defensive capabilities like armor and health, but also the ability to learn new abilities for our sword and our bow. So of course we can unlock new attacks and different types of damage and whatnot. And that'll make our character a lot more strong. And of course the ability to sense the enemy too. So we have the ability to be sneaky, then of course attack from range, and then get up in their face with a sword. So if the bow doesn't work, the blade will. Alright, so the main goal is to liberate the 4 regions in central England from the Sheriff of Nottingham, exactly. So there's, yeah, the 4 different corners of the map that we saw. I think we can eventually maybe team up with them. Not team up with them, but kind of like maybe pit them against each other, or at least do things where we weaken one, and then maybe the other will become stronger, help to weaken them, and then, of course, it's more about like double crossing, triple crossing, different enemies, turning your back on, you know, this and that. All right, so lots of tutorials here, but today we're just going to go chat with our good old friend Friar Tuck, and then eventually start on some missions here, probably of hunting. Oh, food and hydration. I don't think I would drink that water at all. So yes, an open world survival crafting city builder that is a free prologue. You can see some of the buildings there that we can construct. Looked like one of them was possibly a little, oh, I don't know about that. Oh, we can get water from it. Ah, from our empty bottle. Okay. Now we have a water bottle we can bring with us anywhere. Alright, where is Tuck? Well, that seems like the right building to look for. There you are. What's up, friendo? There's full voice acting in this as well. Not so bad. I'm going to look around a little bit before we chat with Friar Tuck there. And just take a look at the interior of the buildings. And, exterior too. Every building seems to be really well handcrafted. Oh, looks like we have some stones here too. Might be needed to make arrows in the future. Those will be useful to us. Let's grab a couple. And I'm sure Friar Tuck won't mind the little nabbing of the wine. All right, let's chat with our good friend. Hello, Tuck.
I always worry when you're away from home for long, Robin.
My good Friar, the sheriff will face death well before I do.
Haughty as always, I'm just glad to see you in good health, friend.
Don't worry, we're not in danger this time. We're safe here.
Nothing I can do after the nightmare that the Crown's men brought on us and our old home.
This time they won't run into us. We're well hidden. I saw to that.
The previous settlement was so goodly. I know you all too well, you crafty fox. I'm aware you're scheming to fight back.
What matters is everyone made it out alive. After I defeated Black Henry and freed Marion, the sheriff completely lost his composure. I must stop the enemy before he becomes too powerful.
The enemies, the king and sheriff, don't stop at their own henchmen. You constantly hear about ever more scoundrels plaguing the surroundings of Nottingham.
King's allies grow in numbers. Some are bought with land assignment, others threatened with death and confiscations. We must weaken the grip of the king and the sheriff if we are to feel safe here.
Definitely, Robin. Recently, Little John had his shirt cut. We can't take risks like that.
What? Little John? What? What? Okay.
He'll recover. You know him. We each have our crosses to bear. You say so yourself.
Fair.
Well said. You may be right. This settlement seems secure.
This time no one will find us. Time to let an arrow loose right into the beast's heart.
I believe you, dear Robin, but before you do that, you must regain your strength. Setting up a new village is exhausting work. Eat something, have a drink, rest in your home. We'll talk later.
Thank you, sir. All right, so free food and drink, actually, from Friar Tuck, showing us about our inventory wheels and different items that we can store, bring with us, special items as well, some of which I believe might be quest items, and of course, yeah, more building. Oh man, that looks so cool. The weaving mill. Nice. All right, let's eat food and drink water. I think we can do that, no problem. Oh. Wow, apparently they're looking for Robin Hood. Only 100 gold, though. That's nothing. All right, let's go ahead and have a little snack. So there's a skewered boar. And a little bit of, well, I guess we're supposed to have water, but wine might go a little better with that. Oh, there we go. Wow, look at that giant bottle. Good job. And let's have some meat, too. Wow, he ate that like a champ. Alright, more water for us. Oh, we can speak to Tuck again. Let's do that, and then we'll head to bed.
Robin, not even you are immune to fatigue. Come back to me after you've had some rest.
Alright, we got to do that after we sleep. Wow, this looks cool. You know, there was a Commandos game like this many years ago where it was a Robin Hood type game, but it played like the Commandos games. Did anyone ever play that? I think it literally was just called Robin Hood and then something or other, but... the art of the trade. Of course, we can buy and sell things here. Anything we can't craft, we can possibly buy from somebody else. And or get the materials and build it ourselves, too. Ah, yes, the building part. Expanding the village. Very excited to do this. Of course, we can place down buildings like homes, and then eventually provide them with the resources they need. Looks like we have production buildings, housing, defenses too. So we might have to defend our camp against raids. Different types of hovels, sawmills, forges, farms, and more. And lookout towers and whatnot. Oh, yeah. Wow, there's a lot of stuff to build. Look like some of that was, yeah, decorative items, like an outhouse and a, looks to be maybe a cobblestone road. Nice. Or we can always go back to any of the tutorials we've learned. Alright, I believe this is our house. No, but certainly doesn't hurt to look around. I guess this is a hunting cabin. And of course we can climb all the platforms with the glaring yellow paint on them, of course. Looks like there's a horse too, so we do get a mount in this game. I can see that on the map. Ah, this must be our home. Is that money? Beer, antidote, damn. We're ready to have a party. Open that chest. Looks like we got ourselves some salt, onion, barley flour, roll, apple, roast rabbit. Probably should bring some food with us for sure. There we go. And do these things spoil? Doesn't look like it. Bread, I'll take that. Alright, time to sleep. No autosave in combat during an event, yeah. We'll have to either autosave or, well, manually save automatically, meaning in our brain. We'll have to remember to do that. Alright, let's take a little nap-a-rooski then. Alright, all done. Let's speak to Tuck. Alright, Tuck. Where you at, pal?
Have you already managed to get some rest? Good friend, it'll never cease to amaze me how little sleep you need. This can't be healthy.
It's good for you, as long as you have water instead of wine, good Friar.
I'm not swayed by this. Besides, those who sleep don't sin. I'll keep my wine.
I knew how you'd react. Take it easy, Tuck. Your cask supply's safe.
I should think so. It's a strategic reserve for a time of crisis.
Certainly. Not another word.
I take it you slept so well, you misplaced your weapon. Where is your bow?
This time I didn't lose anything. I broke it during a hunt. We've had so much work with building a new village that I haven't had time to craft a new one yet.
The forest hasn't been kind to us of late. The worst is behind us, however, and now you can take to making your bow in peace. Grab a hatchet and fell a few trees. The wood should suffice for both the bow and the arrows. I have a hemp cord here that should do as a bowstring.
That's all the help I need. Thank you, Tuck.
I know how much you value your weapon. See to crafting it, but be right back. Our village needs your help.
You got it, Tuck. Alright, so I think the first thing is to make our bow, then go out hunting, then start supplying food to the people who've survived yet another move on the, of course, run from the evil Sheriff of Nottingham, and then trying to build more buildings to house more people as we complete more quests. Alright, looks like we need to go grab 15 pine trees. That guy is... Are you a giant, sir? Could be. I don't know. Alright. So, first things first. We're gonna go gather pine. It's a weird defensive wall, isn't it? It's like they were doing training out here. Alright, I'm looking for anything and everything out here that we can make use of. We're in the right zone. We need to find a few pine trees. Well, that doesn't count. There's other bandits out here too. We can, of course, get into fights with them as we wander around. There'll be bandits trying to steal from us, and also organized militaries and troops on horseback. That might find us and fight us. Now we need to get some pine so we can make our own axe right now. Never mind, we got that. Not sure if that's actually working. Now that we have the tool in our hand, it'll highlight green. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Well, that took a while. One more cut should do it. Beautiful. You know, some of this music also reminds me a bit of Stronghold, and they're making a new Stronghold game. A remake and a remaster of the original, which is really exciting. It's called Stronghold Definitive Edition, and that will have the basic, whatever it is, I don't know, 20 mission campaign from the original game. It's going to look like the original too, and they're going out of their way to make it sound like that as well, by like doing things like putting buckets on their head when they record and whatnot. Of course, to sound like Medieval Knights, but you know, they're going all low quality on that one, which is beautiful, like the early 2000s. And it's got me excited to play more medieval city building games, management games, warfare games, games that are RTS games. Certainly love myself a good game. Alright, now we can craft a bunch of arrows and a bow and talk to Tuck. Let's go ahead and craft one of those in the field. And we're going to make some more arrows, I think. I'm going to make 2 batches. And we'll continue to cut down trees. Always going to need more ammo. So yeah, as I mentioned before, we can fight bandits and they'll be out at little camps that are ready to ambush you or anybody else along the roads. It reminds me a little bit of like Days Gone. Alright, so now we got the, yeah, we're here. Lots of deer there. Side quest, yeah. Looks like there's 2 side quests available. Remember there was like a big O tower down here somewhere too. It could be Sons of the Atom Camp. Perhaps. Alright, well let's head back to the Friar. But before we do, there we go. Wonder if we can jump that gap. I don't think so. No parkour. Man, it's pretty. Alright, shortcut back to town. Let's check in.
With a bow like this, you have nothing to fear. Unless you get on Marion's bad side again by telling her to cook for you. Even the purest steel and holy water wouldn't help you then.
Wow.
Time's long past. We've explained things to each other and agreed I wouldn't make this mistake again. Speaking of whom, have you seen her anywhere?
Be at ease. This time no one lured her into a trap. She left to help the locals. She'll be back sooner or later.
That sounds like her. You said you could use my help here?
Yes, there are many things we need. Food, most of them all.
All right. Time to go deer hunting. And then I think, again, eventually we can make our own hunter, so that way someone else can do it.
Archer couldn't be found in all of Sherwood. Before you set off to take from the rich, perhaps you could use your skills to aid us.
I'll gladly try out the new bow. Stoke the fire. We're having a roast tonight. I'll leave the meat in storage.
Everyone in the village is working so intensely, a small feast should lift their spirits.
You got it. All right, time to go on the great hunt. All right, let's go. So yeah, slow motion, of course, will help us to take the shot. We have this hunting mode that'll help point out pretty much everyone and everything that we can interact with. And of course, we have slow motion mode to just goof off with for now, but it'll actually be quite helpful when we start shooting with our arrows. And I believe this territory here is somewhere we might be able to build in. We just got to cut down the trees, get a lot of extra wood from that, and then start building whatever we see fit. Farming, that'd be a good spot to start farming for sure. All right, let's see. Well, we're in the right area. Are those bandits? Yep, we're in combat now. Uh-oh. Hopefully I can pause. Oh, we're actually being attacked while we're in the pause menu. Okay. And then they brought up a tutorial about taking damage in that mode. What if we can attack this guy with an axe? Oh wow, we can. Doesn't do as much damage as I was hoping, but... I'm gonna pick our arrows quickly. There we go. These jerks. Ah, the longer we hold it, the more inaccurate it is. We'll have to get quite precise with our shooting. Nice. Not too bad. Sack of coin. Well, not quite deer, but certainly some valuables, maybe. Oh, yeah. Our camp could definitely use mead, lard, salt, and eel. Yeah, we could even cook here, too. So we have rabbit, boar, hare, and doe. We have some reed as well. And these bandit camps are all over. Sometimes there's 2, maybe more people there. Looks like we want to head a little to the northeast. Well, I think I just saw a deer. I briefly saw hunters stand up there. Could be a spot for another ambush. Looks like there could be some deer behind us. Ooh, quite low. A little high. Oh. Oh. Got him. That was not high. That was perfect, apparently. Okay. Oh, we gotta get 25 of that. Get meat while hunting and doe meat 5 out of 25. I think we'll go up into the stand. Oh. Even with the DPI very low, the sensitivity is incredibly high for the bow. I wonder if we can actually knock him out with a sword. But a bow will be more traditional. very low. Okay, getting better with each shot. Robin has such a very short time that he can fire, so you really can't hold the shot. You gotta commit. You gotta pull it 1 second. You gotta let it go. All right, back in position. Oh, that went right into the right into the side of the wood there. Oh, that was just too short. Gotta be some more. Looks like we have the option to fast travel the signpost too. Here we go. First try. It's tricky timing. I really like it. It requires you to be precise. And additionally, this bow and the ammo is supposed to be quite crappy. And so it's kind of hard to get a good shot with something that's not of the highest quality. One more deer and we can go. So if you're playing a survival crafting city builder, of course, especially if you're the one who's going to be in charge, there's always some sort of mission where you have to go out and gather food for everybody. Supposed to teach you how to do it for yourself. And then eventually you can make it on something. Stove, campfire, what have you. Nice. All right, all done. Let's head back to Tuck and deliver all the meat. Looks like that was a side quest here. Or someone maybe beyond the camp there. All right, let's head back. Back to Robin's city. His town, his hideout. The safe house. So as I can recall, there's also mining in this game. Where we can actually get a pickaxe and start breaking down a bunch of stones. There's our hunter sense too. So as we were out hunting, if I would use that, it would more than likely make the deers yellow. That's cheating for me. Hey, Tuck, we're back.
How is that roast you promised coming along? Seems to be still leaping about in the woods.
Isn't there a fast today? Maybe I could trap a beaver just for you.
We gotta put it in the warehouse first. So that's our house. The warehouse is... here. Well, that was easy.
Saints and heavens above, you're back safe and sound, good Robin. Allow me to ask, how was the matter of our does? Was your hunt successful?
How long have we known each other that you still need to ask? My eyes haven't failed me this time either. I just hope that there's enough for everyone. Please, make sure they have a warm meal today.
By the Blessed Mother, of course it shall be done. Well fed and under your leadership, they will soon take up proper work.
What do you mean by that?
The expansion of our settlement, of course. The merry men are starting to run out of breathing room. You are surrounded with many loyal people. Each of them needs a roof over their head. The more houses there are, the more able bodies we have for work.
I think I know what you're hinting at, Tuck.
Have I become that predictable? In that case, I won't beat about the bush. We need wood to construct homes for the village's inhabitants. There's more of us here with each passing day.
And now we get into the proper city builder section. So, of course, go cut down a bunch of trees, get stone, and then, of course, build a building. So let's go looking for stone. And we'll cut down some trees, too. Got to be particular green trees here. Yeah, we're gonna need more than that. Chopping in a rainstorm, a lightning storm, really. So, better axe, a better pickaxe, a better bow, a better sword, all those things will certainly make for a better experience for us not dying to death. Don't want to experience that. Oh, we got 31 pine. I'm going to get a little bit more, just in case we want to make some arrows. We can go much faster. There's a little bit of a timing to it. One for the rhythm, one for the rhyme. Something, something is bobsled time. Wow, what an absolute downpour. No stones anywhere. Alright, there's some. Stone quarries here. Worst case scenario, we could go to the mining area there. Let's do a little fast travel, see how that works. We can fast travel to a signpost that we previously discovered. Looks like it may take some food and water to actually do that. Wait a minute. Well, this looks promising. Locked with a mechanism. Alright, we definitely have to come back here. We mark the map. Looks like no, we cannot. There we go. Now there is encumbrance in this game. We can put all this stuff into storage. Whoa. Wow, look at all the different markers here. All right, let's go back to base. Oh. So much free stuff around town. Some cheese just sitting there? Wow. Ah. So this is how we'll do some of our building. So we can manage our workers from here, assign some of them as hunters, fishers, herbalists, and miners. And then we can clear these trees to get, continuously build buildings. We can start by building a house. I guess people live in a tree house. Almost looks like something from Myst in a way. Trapper's hut, shooting range, training grounds, and a tavern. And that's just to start, because there's also, of course, a furnace, a blacksmith, a kitchen, an alchemy lab, and a weaving mill. And that's under the productivity tab, I think, or crafting. And this is under maybe production. So that's quarry mill, lumber mill, and a farm. And of course defenses too, or rather decorations. Some of which probably look decorative too. Although I don't know if we get any bonus for actually putting down a pathway. It'd be something that remains to be seen. We'll come back here, though, after we get everything in storage. Yeah, alright. Let's go ahead and put wood in there. More wood is needed. And let's construct a home. Oh boy. Ah, it has to be in one of the pre-existing trees. That's cool. Boom. Alright, let's find out how to construct a home. Wow, so there's the scaffolding. Builder's already come out to kick ass. Good job, bro. There's like an invisible wall around him. I think we might just need to wait. Yep. Any more loot? Oh, heck yeah, there is. Wow. Tuck's been holding out on us.
There you are. I saw the new building. A fine job. I've always believed that carpentry is an exceptional craft.
True. Looks cozy.
Now is the time for the people who live there to get to work. Fortunately, none of them expect a free dinner. We have a few tool production specialists here, and if you build a furnace, you will see that for yourself.
Oh, great. That's going to be our next goal. First production building is the smelter.
Tuck, are you trying to use some underhanded ploy to send me out into the woods?
God forbid! This time to the quarry. The furnace requires stone. Extract it and watch over the construction. You won't regret it, as we need the tools the furnace provides.
Yeah, no kidding. So we're going to need a lot of stone and other... Oh, okay. And other stuff. So every little morsel in the town, every little bit and bop you should definitely grab. We need to put 3 reeds in storage. I know we found some of that. And we gathered just 1. Alright, let's make another building. I'll go grab that, and we'll see if we can construct ourselves a furnace. Alright, time to build another building in our city. Let's go for the furnace now. So, there's our furnace. We can opt for trees to be cut down. Wonderful. I wish I could change this camera view a little bit. I like to put it right here, but I guess we can. Yeah, that's about the way to do it. Hey, there we go. Yeah, seeing that frame pop up like that really reminds me of Manor Lords a ton. But in this case, it just gets 3D printed, and the worker comes out to kind of put on the finishing touches. So now, oh, look at that. We can now smelt things directly. Copper, silver, and bricks can all be made here. And then maybe some more stuff if we haven't upgraded or make a upgraded like foundry or something. Oh, I see a horse nearby. So much to learn. The best way to see more of this game is going to be for everybody watching to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so we can do a full playthrough on this one, because there's so many more characters to talk to. The giant guy at the anvil, the shop owner, any other NPCs who at the moment don't seem so important but might have some really critical story stuff in just a little bit. Let's finish this off with Tuck. Hello.
Wonderful, Robin. You've mastered the portion of duties related to managing the village. I never doubted your hunting abilities, but governing a township is an entirely different skill set.
As you see, I can manage that too.
Ha! Let's hope no roofs fall on anyone's head.
I can think of at least one person in Nottingham Castle who could use a roof collapsing on his head.
Robin, though I do have a similar sentiment towards falling roofs and the sheriff's head. Anyway, listen to me well now. This is a serious matter.
So, you know how to be serious.
I can, and so should you by now. The village that we're setting up here is only the beginning. You'll see for yourself that in time we'll learn how to function not as a band of forest outlaws, but as a well-organized community.
That's the plan. I'll make it so that the people will live free again, safe from the sheriff's tyranny.
Of course, I believe it. Even if I didn't, that would make scarcely a difference with your persistence.
What's this about then?
About the people, in fact. For now, those closest to us. You realize we're surrounded by a vast and marvelous land, after all. It is inhabited by various houses, groups, and alliances. It's often the case that they are not quite fond of each other.
Exactly. Pit them against each other. Not to mention bears.
I'm aware of that, Friar.
Try to win the sympathy of at least a few. Show the denizens of this land that not all hope is lost. Having their support means you'll travel the road further ahead with greater confidence.
Reasonable. Is there something I should start with?
Every action taken against the outlaws or the men of King John and the sheriff is an action that counts. To every one of us. When the king's steward looks to take some good person's head, you stop him. When you see a caravan laden with royal gold, I'm sure you see where this is going.
I understand.
There are, however, places where exceptionally unsettling things are said to happen.
Further quests not available in the prologue, at least for Friar Tuck. There's much more to do, though, with the characters all around the map. Oh, looks like we need to take a little drink, a little sip. I think we earned that. Hell yeah, we did. Doing some drinking. Alright, we got to get our reputation up and check back in with Friar Tuck. So we got to do quests for NPCs. Imagine that. Well, folks, we're just out of time for Robin Hood Sherwood Builders Bandits Trail, but you can get it for yourself on August 9, 2023 on Steam and try all of this out for free. And yeah, looks like a few things are changed, some things new and improved, but a game I enjoyed when I first played it about a year ago with castles and knights and heavy combat, and also a lot of deer hunting and building and much more. Kind of cool to be a bandit. So thank you very much for leaving a like on this video if you liked it. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to all you new awesome members, and thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to watch as we play Robin Hood Sherwood Builders sometime in the future in live streams. I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.